So have you ever seen one of those Crystal deodorants and kind of wondered, does that thing actually work? Well, if you're curious, but maybe a little hesitant, this is for you. It's a surprisingly effective alternative, but the application is a little different, so let's break down exactly how to use it to get it right. Okay, so first, let's just talk about why so many of us are even looking for an alternative in the first place. It usually starts with a simple frustration, or let's be real, a bunch of frustrations, with the deodorants we've been using our whole lives. I mean, does this sound familiar at all? You're trying to get ready, you pull on your favorite shirt, and bam, you're suddenly dealing with a deodorant issue you just do not have time for. It's a surprisingly common story. And yep, these are the usual suspects. We've all been there, right? The dreaded yellow stains that just ruin a perfect white shirt, or those chalky white streaks on a black dress. And for a lot of us, it's even more personal. It's that frustrating skin irritation, or just that nagging worry about the ingredients you're putting on your skin every single day. So what's the solution? Well, it's surprisingly simple. Let's talk about the mineral stone, an alternative that really gets back to basics in the absolute best way possible. And this is really the whole magic of it. We're not talking about some complex chemical formula with a huge list of ingredients you can't even pronounce. Crystal deodorant is literally one thing, a solid block of natural mineral salt. That's it. The whole point is its purity and simplicity. The active ingredient is something called potassium alum. Now, I know what you're thinking. The word alum can cause a little confusion, but it is so crucial to understand this is a natural mineral salt. It doesn't get absorbed into your skin. Instead, it creates this invisible protective layer right on the surface that stops odor-causing bacteria from ever growing in the first place. This chart right here really breaks it down perfectly. On the left, you've got potassium alum. It's natural, it sits on your skin, it lets your skin breathe, but it stops odor. On the right, you've got aluminum chlorhydrate. That's the synthetic stuff in most antiperspirants. Its whole job is to get absorbed into your skin, to physically plug up your pores so you stop sweating. These are two completely different philosophies. Okay, so getting the best results from this stone really comes down to one thing. You have to apply it correctly. It's not hard, but it is different. So let's walk through your new super simple 3-step ritual. I had to share this user tip because it is just a brilliant shortcut. Instead of wetting the stone itself, you just apply the dry stone to your armpits when they're still wet right after you hop out of the shower. You're using the water that's already on your skin to activate the minerals. It's such a smart way to build it into your routine. But here is the classic foolproof method. I like to call it wet, glide, dry. It's super simple. Step 1. Activate the stone by running the top under some water for about 5 seconds. Step 2, and this is the most important part, you have to glide it on generously. A quick little swipe is not going to do it. You need to rub it on clean skin for a good 10, maybe even 20 seconds to really build up that mineral barrier. And then step 3, just let it air dry completely before you get dressed. That's the whole thing. And here is another fantastic pro tip for getting even better coverage. Instead of just using the rounded top of a stone, try tilting it and using the long side. This gives you a much wider application, lets you cover the whole area way more efficiently. It's a little tweak that makes a huge difference. Now, let's talk about the transition. This is really important. If you're switching from a conventional antiperspirant, your body might need a little bit of time to adjust, and knowing what to expect is totally the key to success here. We're usually just talking about a week, give or take. It's a really short period where your body is just kind of hitting the reset button. So what's actually happening during this detox phase? Well, think about it. For years, your pores have likely been plugged up by antiperspirant. Now they can finally breathe. Your body is flushing everything out and relearning how to sweat naturally. So you might notice a temporary increase in odor. It is completely normal. The key is just to stick with it. You can even re-wet and reapply it every day as your body adjusts. And this is probably the most important mindset shift you need to make. A crystal stone is a deodorant. It is not an antiperspirant. Its job is to neutralize odor. It does not stop the healthy, natural function of sweating. You will still sweat, but thanks to that mineral barrier, you won't smell. So once you're through that brief little transition week, what's the payoff? Let's look at the simple but pretty incredible results. You just have to love this real-world story. I mean, if a crystal deodorant can work for a 14-year-old boy after gym class and work so well that his friend gives him the literal sniff test and is impressed, that is some serious proof that this stuff really works. And here are all those long-term benefits, laid out nice and simple. First, the longevity is just unreal. One stone can last up to a year.
That saves you money and cuts way down on plastic waste. Second, the formula is invisible, which means zero residue on your clothes. Third, it's hypoallergenic, so it's super gentle and perfect for sensitive skin. It's a win for your wallet, your clothes, your body, and for the planet.
So it all comes down to this. The Crystal Stone is just a fundamentally different approach. It works with your body, not against it. It's a really simple swap that can lead to a cleaner, healthier, and honestly a surprisingly effective daily routine. The only question left is, are you ready for a simpler, cleaner routine?